Illinois with the whole shot on this one. She's got a little company making their way into turn number 1. Oh, big move trying to be made there. The 646. Aaliyah Ross trying to get around in turn number 1. Blocker got a little company there. Only taking one rider this first go around as they make their way around. Oh, man, these guys are mixing it up every turn. Going to be a drag race down the final straight. Blocker and Ross running 1 and 2. We're only taking one this go around. Looks like the number 4, Kaylee Blocker out of Davis, Illinois, going to pick up that one and only transfer out of Moto number 1, our 17-20 women's cruiser. 21-30 women's cruiser. Whidbey, Goldsmith, and Melton in this one. All riding for Kegel's Bike Shop. Looks like Ashlyn Goldsmith on the number 1 bike sitting in that 1 spot. Got Whidbey on the number 3 bike sitting in the 2, and Melton on the 3. Melton trying to get around there in turn number 2. These ladies are racing total point style. Every round counts. There they go into turn number 3. Melton looking to get around in turn number 3. Here they come. Got a drag race going on for that 2 spot down the final stretch. Goldsmith going to get the win. Melton going to get the 2. Whidbey with the 3 in Moto number 2, your 21-30 women's cruiser. Moving on, 7 and 8 open on the track. Moto number 3, full gate. Freeman, Zolke, Lakota, Thines, Takanaga. Futrell, Ross, and Larson in this one. 3 of these riders are going to go on to that main event. Man, full rack here in our 7 and 8 open. Final stretch, here they come. Got the number 10 bike on point. That's Takanaga out of Arlington Heights, Illinois. Followed by the 58 bike, Jack Larson and the C of Nicholas Lakota. That's your 3 qualifiers there in your 7 and 8 open. Moving on, 9-10 open on the track. Moto number 4, Takanaga, Finkboner, Beard, and Lakota in this one. Making her way around turn number 3. Looks like the 4 bike. Levi Lakota, but he's got a little company. Got Takanaga looking to get around. The number 4 is going to hang on to it. Levi Lakota out of Freeport, Illinois, going to pick up that one and only transfer out of Moto number 4. Moto number 5 on the track, your 11-12 open. DeVore, Brettel, Manahano, and Velez in this one. 5's the moto number on the track, taking one of these riders onto that main event. In and out of the final turn, Gold Cup number 1, Trenton Velez out of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Velez going to coast on in. He's going to pick up that one and only transfer spot out of moto number 5. That's going to bring up moto number 6, 15-16 open on the track. Klein, Noel, Carlson, and Jones in this one, fighting for just one transfer spot as they make their way around. Got the number 10 bike, Derek Klein out of DeForest, Wisconsin, on point. Carlin in the 2. The 10 bike, Klein, picking up that one and only transfer out of moto number 6. Moto number 7, led by the number 7, the Ghost Rider Ward. Trapp, Learman, and McMillan in this one. This is your 17 to 20-year-old cruisers on the track. 4 riders taking one onto that main event. Got Kegel's colors on point. The number 7 here in moto number 7, the Ghost Rider, Ryder Ward, picking up that one and only transfer. Moving on, 8 your moto number on the track. 36 to 40-year-old cruisers. Heights, Sellover, and Schumer in this one. Total points racing going on here. Got the 2 bike followed by the 14. Heights, Sellover, running 1 and 2, in and out of the final turn, Freeport colors. The number 2, Zachary Heights, out of Freeport, Illinois, going to bring it on and get in and get the win. The 2 spots up for grabs. It's a drag race. Got the 14, followed by the 22. Sellover, Schumer, 2 and 3. That was your 36 to 40-year-old cruisers. Moving on, 46 to 50 cruisers on the track. Moto number 9, Kaiser, Trapp, Melton in this one. Melton and Trapp running 1 and 2. Kaiser sitting on the 3. Bringing it to the stripe. Going to be the 240 bike. That's Mark Melton out of Rockford, Illinois. Trapp on the 787 is going to get the 2, and the 715 of Kaiser with the 3. Next up, moto number 10, your 5 and under novices on the track. Got Kegel's colors on point. Viola, Bauer, Reckamp, Blakely, Carmody, and Holmgren in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event this first go-around. Looks like the 119 bike, Jacoby Viola out of Loves Park, Illinois. Doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop on point. He's checking out early. Hey, don't forget to check out our concessions. Make sure you stay hydrated in this heat today. I'm sure they got a lot of ice-cold stuff in there to drink and keep you refreshed. The 119, Jacoby Viola, getting a transfer spot. Got room for one more. Looks like it's going to be the number 70, Sloan Reckamp, out of Walworth, Wisconsin. Moto number 11, the 7-year-old novices on the track. 7 riders. Oh, your contenders. Dunn, Sellover, Futrell, Hernandez, Lane, Keenan, and Parcell in this one. Got the 86 bike on point. We're taking 3 of these riders onto that main event. The 86, Jackson Parcell on point. Got the 68 bike, Carter Lane, sitting in that 2 spot. Here they come down the final stretch. 3 of these riders going to move on. Got the 86, the 68, Parcell, Carter Lane, and the 182, a Sellover. Those are your 3 transfers this first go-around, moto number 11. Moto number 12, 9-year-old novices on the track. Full gate. 3 of these riders going to move on to that main event. Ross, Milky, Freeman, Keenan, Malig, Benefiel, Hubner, and Sala in this one. Oh, man, 9-year-old novices with a full rack out there today. 127 bike making a pass there in turn number 2 into that qualifying spot. As they make their way down the 3rd straight, here they go into turn number 3. Got the 131 bike, Owen Benefiel on point, followed by the 110 bike of Caleb Hubner. Oh, they're mixing it up back there for that 3rd and final transfer spot. Here they come. Oh man, they're shaking it up. I got the 131, the 110, and the 17. So the 131, Benefiel, Hubner, and Sala. Oh, gates down. Here they go, 11-year-old novices. 13's a moto number. We got Mason Meekum, Polglaze, Callis, Audra Meekum, Malmgren, Ross, and Anderson in this one. 7 riders, taking 3 of them onto that main event this first go-around. Got the 13 ride on point, followed by the 7. Mason Meekum leading the way. Audra Meekum sitting in that 2 spot. And it looks like the 66 bike, Quentin Anderson sitting in that 3rd transfer spot as they make their way out of turn number 3. Here they come down the final stretch. Kegel's colors running 1 and 2. That's Mason and Audra Meekum. The Meekums are going. Got room for one more. The 66 bike going to hang on to it. That's Anderson. Moving on to our 12-year-old novice class, 14's a moto number. In and out of turn 3. Miller, DeVore, and Brettel in this one. Total point style. Oh, we got a drag race going on for that top spot. Here they come. Racing all the way to the finish. The 115. Miller squeaking out the win on that one. DeVore with the 2. Brettel on the 3. Next up, 14-year-old novices on the track, making their way into turn number 3. Buss, Adams, Colombi, and Hathaway. One of these riders is going to move on, and it's going to be a drag race. Oh, man, these guys are duking it out in the heat today. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. The 114 bike going to hang on to it. That's Peyton Hathaway out of Freeport, Illinois. Next up, your 15-year-old novices on the track. 16's your motor number. Carlin, Alex Ross, and Aaliyah Ross. Total point style here in your 15-year-old novice class. Got the 25 bike on point. That's Aaliyah Ross. Ross going to bring it on in for the win. Got the 712 of Carlin out of Rockford, Illinois with the 2, and the 782 of Alex Ross with the 3. Moving on, 17 to 20-year-old novices on the track. Rundle, Combs, Caulfield, and Knoll. The final stretch. One of these riders is going to move on The 101 bike, Brandon Knoll out of Rockford, Illinois. Picking up that one and only transfer. Next up, your 26 to 35-year-old novices on the track. 18's your moto number. Patrick Jones and Phoenix in this one. Racing total points here in your 26 to 35 novice class. Got the 188. Patrick with the win. The 802, Jones with the 2. Phoenix with the 3. Boy, I can tell who the heat's affecting out there. The heat is affecting this 36 to 40-year-old novice class. You can just see it as they come around turn number 2. We got Ross, Reckamp, and Salon in this one. Total points here in moto number 19. These guys are bringing it down the final stretch. Got the 136 doing it for Kegels. That's Ross with the win, the 213. Reckamp with the 2, Salon with the 3. 715. 46 to 50-year-old novices on the track. 20's your moto number. Melton, Kaiser, Pulaski in this one. More total points coming to us in the 46 to 50-year-old class. Kaiser, Melton, Pulaski, 1, 2, 3. You're handling the heat okay. Kaiser with the win. Melton with the 2. Pulaski with the 3. Well, you can really tell the heat. The older we get, I guess we just don't do as well. You can see it as they come around. 7-year-old intermediates on the track. 21's your moto number. York, Lakota, Thines, Zolke, and Sal in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on this first go-around. Looks like we got our front runners, the 43 bike and the C. Travis Thines and Nicholas Lakota. These guys are drag racing all the way to Stripe. They're both going to get a transfer. Thines and Lakota moving on out of Moto 21. Moto 22 on the track. 9-year-old intermediates. Beard, Larson, Edwards, Mulbach, and Reckamp in this one. 5 riders fighting for just 2 transfers. In and out of turn number 3. Our front runners. Looks like Rockford Bicycle Company on the state number 4 and a 42 bike. So Reckamp going to bring it on in for the win, followed by that state number 6. Ashton Beard. Reckamp and Beard, your 2 qualifiers. First go around for moto number 22. Moto number 23 on the track. 10-year-old intermediates. McMillan, Finkboner, and Holloway racing total points. Got the 97 bike on point. That's Bailey Finkboner out of Chana, Illinois. In and out of the final turn. Finkboner looking back. Trying to see how hard do I have to try down this final straight. Finkboner going to take the win. The 2 spot's going to go to 23 bike McMillan. And the 3 to the state 9 of Holloway. That's going to bring up Moto 24, 11-year-old intermediates. Oaken, Bivens, and Meekum.
Yep, we know. Brandon's supposed to check it out.
The final straight. Total points racing going on here in your 11-year-old intermediates. And we got a drag race. Here they come. Bringing it to the stripe. Got the 141 followed by the 20 and the 4.
Look at mine.
That's so strange.
I know it. He thinks it's a nickname, and no, it's not. He's never, Nico has never had a nickname.
13-year-old intermediates. Here they come down the final straight. Beard, Elliott, and Trapp. Total point style to the stripe. Got the 6 bike. Elliott for the win. The 95. Trapp with the 2. Beard with the 3. 36 to 40-year-old intermediates on the track. 26 is your moto number. Trapp, Anderson, and Schultz in this one. In and out of the final turn. Got the 76 bike. Chris Trapp out of North Prairie, Wisconsin. On point. Got a little company. Here comes the 62 bike. Anderson. Trapp. Anderson. Schultz. 1, 2, 3. Next up, your 46 to 50-year-old intermediates. We got Riley, Callis, Meekum, Rundle, and Melton in this one. 27's your motor number. 2 of these riders are going to move on to that main event. Got the 10 bike. Mark Melton on point, followed by the 34 bike. Martin Meekum. Melton Meekum 1 and 2. Oh, girls. 12-year-old girls expert on the track. McMillan, Bivens, and Monahano in this one. Total points here in our 12 girls expert. 28 your motor number. In and out of turn 3. Looks like Rockford Bicycle Company on point. That's the 16 bike. Abigail Monahano, but she's got a little company. We got a drag race. Here they come all the way to the stripe. Monahano, Bivens, McMillan, 1, 2, 3. Eight-year-old experts on the track. Cowell, Takanaga, and Viola in this one. Got the 6 bike. They went down, I think. I didn't see it.
Okay, that was probably Moto
29.
20.
Yep, so Viola taking the win. And I'm assuming our down riders back up. We got the Gold Cup 1 of Cowell. Going to bring it on in for the 2 and the number 10 of Takanaga with the 3 and your 8-year-old experts. All right, 11-year-old experts on the track. Velez, Lakota, Balone, Maligan, Takanaga in this one. These guys are fighting for just 2 transfers as they make their way around the track, going into turn number 3. The final stretch, here they come. 30's a motor number. Got the 103 and the 4. Balone and Lakota. Your 2 transfers out of motor number 30. Gates down for motor number 31, your 14-year-old experts. Kleiman, Benjamin, and Klein in this. I got 2 riders. This is total points. And these guys are fighting all the way around. Got the 13 followed by the 10, Kleiman and Klein. Boy, nobody giving up in this race. Here they go, making their way out of turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race. Kleiman and Klein running 1 and 2. All right, the 13 for the win. That's Kleiman. Yeah. All right, 16-year-old experts on the track. Elliott, Roach, Riley, and Pete in this one. Your 16-year-old experts, 32 is the motor number. Elliott, Roach, Riley, and Pete fighting for just 1 transfer as they make their way around the track. Midwest Militia colors on point. Looks like that's the 24 bike, Noah Roach. Roach going to bring it in. He's going to pick up that 1 and only transfer. And your 16-year-old experts. 17 to 20-year-old experts on the track. Full rack. Smith, Ward, North, Alsberg, Nelson, Bender, Woolney, and Jones in this one. Got the 7 bike, the Ghost Rider, followed by the 17, Ryan Woolney. The Ghost Rider, Woolney, and the 37 of Alsberg. Yeah. The Ghost Rider, Woolney, and Alsberg picking up those 3 transfers out of Moto 33. Your 17 to 20-year-old experts. Your 26 to 35-year-old experts on the track making their way out of the final turn. Goff, Swain, Rogers, and Wright. These guys are fighting for just 1 transfer spot. Bringing it on in. Looks like the 48 by Christopher Wright out of DeKalb, Illinois. Picking that 1 and only transfer. Next up, your 36 to 40-year-old experts on the track. Heights, Cowell, Ramadka, Biven, Schumer, and Rapp in this one. Oh, these guys are fighting for just 2 transfer spots as they make their way around the track. In and out of the final turn. I believe that's Ramadka on the D bike sitting on point. The 2 spots up for grabs. Oh, here comes the 51 bike. The 51 and the 4. The 51 of Heights and the 4 of Bivens stealing that transfer spot right at the line there. in Moto 35, your 36 to 40-year-old experts. Moving on. Hey, balance bikes on the track. Let's cheer these guys on. Looks like we got 7 riders, 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. Or no, 1 and 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds combined. We got Jones, Zulke, and Holmgren in your 3-year-old class. We got Pixley, King, Parcell, and Garak in your 1 to 2-year-old class. Oh, man, it's going to be a barn burner for the parents out there running around the track today in that heat. In and out of turn number 1. Hey, got the 837 bike on point. That's Zulke out of Columbus, Wisconsin, sitting on point for your 3-year-olds. Here comes that 801 bike. The 801, Macy Parcell, one of our 2-year-olds out there. She's sitting in the top spot for our 1 to 2-year-old class. Oh, man, making his way out of turn number 3 already. Zulke out of Columbus, Wisconsin, 837. I wonder if this is a little guy that's up every time as he makes his way. Let's see what he's got. Oh, there he is. He's putting on a show. Standing up as he makes his way to the finish line. That's the 80, followed by the 213 bike of Garak. And here comes our 801. Our 801 of Macy Parcell out of Williams Bay, Wisconsin. All right, looks like we got 3 riders left out there. Here comes the 657. Antonia Holmgren with the 2 spot for our 3-year-olds. And I believe this is the 612, Caleb Jones, bringing it down the final stretch. The 612 of Caleb Jones out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And we still got Kayliana King out of Rockford, Illinois. Kayliana King, just 2 years old out there. Kaliana.
Like Caliente.
Kaliana.
She said you can call her Callie.
Callie. Okay. Here comes the 612. 612 of Caleb Jones.
Is 1.
And Callie King on the 717 bike, making her way out of turn number 3. Hey, once again, if you want to sit in your car in the air conditioning, tune your radio to 90.9 FM, and you can pick my voice up out there and follow along with the moto. Stay in the air conditioning, keep cool, and until your moto starts to get close, and you can make your way up to the starting hill. Yeah, or bring it up. Well, the cell phone might be a delay though. They might miss them. They might miss it if they listen on YouTube Live. Might be a little bit of a delay. Oh, here she comes, the 717, Callie King.
30 is 4-2.
There she comes, out of Rockford, Illinois, the 717, Callie King, bringing it on into the stripe. Uh-oh. Safe.
Is 4. 33 is 7, 3, and 6.
All right. Callie King, everybody. Let's cheer her on as she makes her way to the finish line.
34 is
All right. We'll take a brief time out here, let everybody get rehydrated.
What's going on next Sunday? Next Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, next Saturday and Sunday, a couple state qualifiers going on in the state. If you're looking to get those in and you're chasing that state plate, I highly recommend you hit both. Saturday, Brighton, Illinois is having their state qualifier, so head on down to Brighton if you're in the hunt. I highly recommend that you do so if you're interested in that state plate. We never know when COVID's going to shut us down for racing, so I'd hate to have missed one early on like this while we're able to get them in. So head on down to Brighton on Saturday for that double point state qualifier, and then if you can, return here next Sunday, double point state qualifier right here this next Sunday at the Rock. All right.
I don't know what to expect. In the past, I always had over 80 motorcycle qualifiers.
Mhm.
This year, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna change our. We're gonna give you an extra hour for registration time next Sunday too. We're gonna start registration at 9 o'clock. It'll be from 9 till noon next Sunday, and then
And practice will start at 9.
yeah, practice will start at 9 too. So if you want to get some practice laps in, you have plenty of time. No, I'm good, Bobby. Thank you. And then as far as Brighton's registration times, I'm not sure, but I'm sure you can check out their website and find out what time their registrations are. But their double points state qualifier is Saturday, and ours is following Sunday. You know, we bumped ours up a little bit. All the important races we're bumping up just in case they shut things down here for the in the state. We never know what's going to happen, so we've bumped them up, and we don't like to get into the same weekend as another track having theirs, but in this case we didn't really know when the decision was made, but now that the decision's been made, we're in the same weekend. So if you guys can head on down and check out Brighton on Saturday for that, and then maybe return here on Sunday to be a big double points weekend for you. right, motos 1 through 10 for second go-around if you didn't make it in the first go-around. Motos 1 through 10, make your way to staging. Ron said he's had enough of a break, and he's down there in the sun in turn number 1, so if he's ready, I guess we all have to be ready.
We should have done a one motor transfer. I know why.
Why?
Hey, Ron, I think you're going to have to leave Merle alone. I don't think he wants to do turn 1. I know you're trying to get the seat up there running the gate, but I think Merle's got that covered. We need you in turn number 1, bud. Test. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test.
Needs to lose battery before it is. That's not a good sign.
That's probably not a good sign.
Drop this one or not yet?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. Round number 2, moto number 1, 17 to 20 women's cruiser. Here we go, 17 to 20 women's cruiser. 3 riders left. We're taking 2. We should have McMillan, Caulfield, and Ross left in this one. Looks like Ross and Caulfield running 1 and 2. McMillan sitting in the 3.
Is this where you are here?
Mm-hmm.
This is you.
That's me.
We'll give you a little more money.
Okay. All right, here they come down the final stretch. Your 17 to 20 women's cruiser class. 2 more riders moving on to that main event. Got the 646, Aaliyah Ross, followed by the 6 bike of Bridget Caulfield. Next up, your 21 to 30 women's cruisers on the track. Whidbey, Smith, Goldsmith, and Melton in this one. Total points racing coming to us here in your 21 to 30 women's cruiser class. In and out of turn number 3. The number 1, Ashlyn Goldsmith, out of Pecatonica, Illinois, doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop. Melton sitting in the 2, Whidbey in the 3. The final stretch. Goldsmith, Melton, Whidbey, 1, 2, 3. Next up, your 7 and 8 open on the track. All right, your 7 and 8 opens on the track. Moto number 3, round number 2. Freeman, Zolke, Thines, Futrell, and Ross in this one. 4 of these riders are going to move on to that main event. I got the 43 bike on point. Going to bring it on in. Travis Thines going to get a transfer spot. The 104, William Ross. Here comes the 110 of Zolke and the 130 of Futrell. Moto number 4 on the track, your 9-10 open class. Takanaga, Finkboner, and Beard in this one. 2 of these riders moving on to that main event. I got Takanaga on top. Takanaga's going to go. Got room for 1 more. Looks like the 97 bike, Finkboner out of Chana, Illinois. Moving on to your 11-12 open class. DeVore, Brettel, and Manahano in this. Got room for 2 riders as they make their way in and out of turn number 3. Oh, got the 868 bike. Getting a little squirrely there. DeVore picking up a spot, followed by the 16 bike of Manahano out of Rockford, Illinois. Moving on, 6 is your moto number. 15-16 open is the class. We got Noel, Carlin, and Jones in this one. Got room for 2 as they make their way to the stripe. Got the 101 bike, Brandon Knoll. Knoll's got a spot, followed by the 712 of Carlin. That was moto number 6, your 15-16 open. Moving on. 7's your moto number on the track. 17 to 20-year-old cruisers. McMillan, Learman, and Trapp left in this one. In and out of final turn. I believe that's a 16 bike. Aaron Learman out of McChesney Park, Illinois. Learman's going to get a spot. Got room for 1 more as he makes it to the finish line. The 791, Tucker Trapp out of North Prairie, Wisconsin with that final transfer. Out of moto number 7. Moto number 8 on the track, 36 to 40-year-old cruisers. Height, Sellover, and Schumer. Total points racing coming to us here in moto number 8. Oh, and these guys are racing all the way in and out of turn number 3. They're coming 3 wide down the final straight. Here comes the number 2 bike, the 2, the 14, and the 22.
1, 2, 3.
Man, them guys were bringing the heat out of turn number 3. Next up, your 46 to 50-year-old cruisers on the track. Kaiser, Trapp, and Melton in this one. In and out of turn number 3. Melton, Trapp running 1 and 2. Kaiser sitting on the 3. Your 46 to 50-year-old cruisers. Melton going to take the win. Trapp with the 2. Kaiser with the 3. Next up, 5 and under novices on the track. We should have Bauer, Blakely, Carmody, and Holmgren in this one. These guys are fighting for the final 3 transfer spots here in your 5 and under novice class. 10's your moto number. Got the 691 bike, Mason Blakely out of McChesney Park, Illinois, sitting on point. Got the 509, Henry Bauer sitting on the 2. Bauer, Blakely, Holmgren. 1, 2, 3. Hey, is that Carmody out there? Did she move up from Strider onto the big bike? I believe it is. Here they come, bringing it on in. The 691, Blakely's going to go, followed by the 509 of Bauer. And the 605, Joshua Holmgren out of Rockford, Illinois. Oh, here comes Carmody. Moved up to the big bike. All right. All right, here we go. Moto number 11 on the track, your 7-year-old novices. We should have Dunn, Futrell, Hernandez, and Keenan left in this one. 3 riders moving on to that main event here in Moto number 11. Hey, no wait over at concessions, man. If you're looking to rehydrate in this heat, there is no wait at concessions. Got the 76 bike. Dunn's going to go the 116 and the 130. And that's Keenan and Futrell. Next up, your 9-year-old novices on the track. These guys started off with a full rack. We got Ross, Milky, Freeman, Keenan, and Maligue left in this one. These guys are fighting for the final 4 transfer spots as they make their way down the 3rd straight. Got the 104, William Ross on point out of Roscoe, Illinois. Followed by the 127, Sean Milky out of Rockford. 4 riders moving on, the 127. The 127, your leader. Followed by the 104 of Ross. Here comes the 7 bike. Maligue. And Freeman. Mm-hmm. Moto 13 on the track, making their way in and out of turn number 3. That's your 11-year-old novice class. Poglaze, Callis, Malmgren, and Ross in this one. Got the 18 bike. Malmgren picking up a spot. Got room for 2 more. Got the 568, Callis, and the 214 of Poglaze. Next up, 12-year-old novices on the track. 14's your moto number. Miller, DeVore, and Brettel in this one. In and out of the final turn, every round counts here in this total points racing. Got a little drag race going on for that top spot as they approach the finish line. The 115, the 868. Miller, DeVore, Brettel, 1, 2, 3. Next up, your 14-year-old novices. 3 riders left. Buss, Adams, and Colombi in this one. No total points here. These guys have to qualify. Taking 2. Got the 141 Adams, followed by the 95 of Colombi. Moving on, 16's your moto number on the track. Your 15-year-old novices, Carlin, Alex Ross, and Aaliyah Ross. Total points, style racing. I believe that's the 712 of Carlin, followed by the 25 of Aaliyah Ross. And Alex Ross on the 782. They did, okay. Looks like Carlin and Aaliyah Ross both tied with 3 heading into that main event for your 15-year-old novices. Moving on, 17's your moto number on the track. In and out of turn number 3. Your 17 to 20-year-old novices. Rundle, Combs, and Caulfield in this one. Oh, we're taking 2. Here comes the 6 bike. Caulfield's going to go. We got a drag race going on for that final transfer spot. Here they come, bringing it to the line. The 710, Wyatt Combs out of Poplar Grove, Illinois, picking up that final transfer spot. Man, Rundle. That was a good race. Man, it was photo finish there. I don't know what got into Brittany lately, but she's been turning it on. Your 26 to 35-year-old novices on the track. Patrick, Jones, and Phoenix. Patrick for the win. The 802. Jones with the 2. Phoenix with the 3. Next up, 36 to 40-year-old novices on the track. Ross, Reckham, and Salon in this one. Got the 136. Kevin Ross out of Roscoe, Illinois. Ross with 1. Reckham with 2. Salon with 3. As they make their way in and out of turn number 3. Oh, let's see if they're going to tie it up. Oh, I think so. The 213 is going to bring it in for the win. Ross going to get the 2 spot. Those 2 will head to that main event, both tied with 3. 505 with Salon. for the 3. Next up, your 46 to 50-year-old novices on the track. Melton, Kaiser, and Pulaski in this one. Kaiser on the 715 bike out of Belvedere, Illinois. Man, that guy just got off the track in the cruiser class. Right back on it in the heat for your 46 to 50-year-olds. Bringing it down the final stretch. He's looking to get his second win of the day here in the total points race in moto number 20. Melton on the 29 bike. She's going to get the 2-spot. Pulaski with the 3. Next up, your 7-year-old intermediates. We should have York, Zolke, and Sala left in this one. 2 of these riders are going to move on. Got the state number 1, followed by the 62. York and Sala running 1 and 2 here in your 7-year-old intermediate class. Moto 21. Oh, in and out of turn 3. The one and only shady spot on the track right down there in turn number 3. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. Got the state 1. York's going to go, followed by the 62 of Sala. Oh, moving on. Moto number 22, your second go-around for your 9-year-old intermediates. Larson, Edwards, and Mulbach in this one. The 58, followed by the 47. Larson, Edwards, Mulbach sitting on the 3. Oh, they're bunching it up. Let's watch turn number 3 and see what happens down there. Man, these guys are fighting for the final 2 transfer spots. They make their way down the final stretch. Here comes the heat. The 58, Larson, followed by the 47 of Edwards. Moving on, 23 is your moto number on the track, 10-year-old intermediates. McMillan, Finkboner, and Holloway. Total points racing going on. Finkboner with 1, McMillan with 2, Holloway with 3. In and out of the final turn. The 97, Finkboner, out of Chana, Illinois. Looking to get his second win of the day. Followed by the 23, McMillan. Holloway with the 3. Eleven-year-old intermediates on the track. Olkin, Bivens, and Meekum in this one. Got the 20, followed by the 4 and the 141. Boy, those riders really mixed it up there in Moto 24. Moto 25 on the track, 13-year-old intermediates. The 6. Elliott for the win. Trapp with the 2. Beard with the 3. Man, I don't know if you guys saw that race, but Trapp just about stole the win away from Elliott there at the finish line. Next up, your 36 to 40-year-old intermediates. Trapp, Anderson, and Schultz in this one. Got the 76, the 62. So Trapp, Anderson, Schultz, 1, 2, 3. Hey, Abigail Monahano, they're looking for you up on the gate. Abby Monahano, they're missing you up on the starting hill. They need you in this moto. 46 to 50-year-old intermediates on the track. Riley, Callis, and Rundle in this one. In and out of turn number 3. Looks like Callis is on point. Rundle sitting in the 2. We got room for 2 of these riders into that main event. It's going to be Callis, Rundle, 1 and 2. Man, you guys make me want to get out there and race. You know that? Nah. I got to be back to work tomorrow. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, I think they found our Abby Monahano. She's up there. For our 12-year-old girls expert, Moto 28, second go-around. McMillan, Bivens, and Monahano.
Test, test. 1, 2, test.
All right, once again, man, if you want to sit in the air condition in your car and listen and wait for motos to come, you can hear us on 90.9 FM. Those of you who go to a lot of nationals, I know that's probably what you do there. Tune the radio, sit in the car or your pit area, and wait for the motos to get close. I know we like to go up about 30 motos ahead maybe when it's busy. We don't quite have that luxury here, but at least you know where it's at and what's going on. Yeah, there you go. Just tear it off. Squish it. Looks like she was having an equipment malfunction. That's why she was missing in action there. All right, we're ready. Oh, gates down for these young ladies. Looks like the 16, Abigail Monahano with the hole shot in this one. Looks like a Rockford bicycle jersey. Monahano followed by the 3 bike of Bivens. Bivens looking for a way around in turn number 2. Little racing coming out of these young ladies. That's our 12-year-old expert girls. Making her way in and out of turn number 3. Monahano, Bivens, McMillan, 1, 2, 3. As they make their way down the final stretch, here they come. Oh, right her down in that first straight. So Monahano, Bivens, McMillan, 1, 2, 3. All right, give him a hand. We got Ryder back up. 8-year-old experts. Cowell, Takanaga, and Viola. Boy, we got a race going on for that number 1 spot. Oh, the Gold Cup 1 followed by the 6. Cowell, Viola, 1 and 2 are down. Ryder back up. We'll take the 3 spot. Copy that. Eight-year-old experts, man, that was some tough racing going on there. 11-year-old experts on the track. 3 riders left. We're taking 2. Velez, Malig, and Takanaga left in this one. In and out of turn number 3. Oh, I got the Gold Cup 1 followed by the 7. Here comes Takanaga on the 12. Oh, these guys are racing all the way to the finish. The 1, the 7, Velez and Malig picking up those final transfers. In Moto number 30, your 11-year-old experts. Moto 14. Moto 31, your 14-year-old experts. Kleiman, Benjamin, and Klein in this one. Total points racing. Got the 10, the 13. Those riders will each end up with 3. Kleiman and Klein going to both be tied with 3 each heading into that main event for your 14-year-old expert class. 16-year-old experts on the track. Elliott, Riley, and Pete left in this one. Got room for 2. Bringing it to the stripe. Got the 159. Pete's going to go, followed by the 31 of Elliott. Elliott and Pete picking up the final transfers out of Moto 32, your 16-year-old experts. Moto 33, 17 to 20-year-old experts. We should have Smith, North, Nelson, Bender, and Jones left in this one. 4 riders will move on. Got the 11 bike. followed by the 971, the 1 Imogen, and the 35. So it looks like Jones, Bender, Nelson, and the 971 of Smith. Moving on, Moto 34, your 26 to 35-year-old experts, Goff, Swain, and Rogers. Looks like Swain and Goff.
Did you move over before the 30-foot line here a couple motos back?
Here we go.
That's it.
That's on the last.
36 to 40-year-old experts on the track. Cowell, Ramatka, Schumer, and Rapp. Got the D, the 2, and the 3.
Run that did, but he did. It was after the 30-foot line. Style, but
All right, the 537. The 837, I mean, Zalke for your 3-year-old balance bikes, bringing it in for the win. We got Zalke, Jones, Holmgren. Here comes the 302 and the 801.
All right, Moto 1, 2 is out.
That's Pixley and Parcell. Here comes the 657 bike.
3 is out.
Pixley, King, Parcell, Garak, Jones, Zalke, and Holmgren. The 213 bringing it across the line. That's Garak out of McHenry, Illinois. Here comes the 612. The 612, Caleb Jones out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
8 and 6 are in. Sorry. 3 is out. Sorry, I mixed it up here. Okay. You didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I knew what you said. You're fine. Okay. 5. 1 is out. 6. 3 is out. 7. 8 is out.
All right, before we start our main event, we'll need those trophy card holders. So don't worry, we have a few minutes, but you might want to start thinking about rounding up some volunteers now. Rockford Bicycle Company and Freeport BMX. Between the two of you, I think we ought to be able to muster up about 4 volunteers to be able to hand out these trophy cards.
Starting tomorrow.
And then just like that. Hello. 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 Mic check. Mic check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test test test.
Checker.
That one's a lot louder too.
Well, it's just the way it's. I got yours turned down because
Oh.
sometimes you talk louder and then
Yeah.
one plus I have to show the which I should. Checker.
We have a problem with that.
Well, we just get caught up calling the races, and then we got issues with disqualifications, and then we just forget. Let's see. Tell you what, everybody that's out there listening to me, here's what we're going to do.
Forget it again.
No, I'm calling some names. I'm calling some names. All right, I got 2 names. Hey, listen up if I call your name, because that means you were the winner of our mystery moto, and I didn't announce it. So Moto 13, the number 23, Haley Ross. Go see the Red Roof Building. You're the winner of our mystery moto. Head on over there. One of those guys in there is going to give you a T-shirt. So the number 23, Haley Ross, out of Moto number 13, you were one of our winners of the mystery moto. And the number 707, Zoe Buss. 14-year-old novice out of McChesney Park, Illinois. Head on over to the Red Roof Building. You're one of our winners of the Mystery Motos. Your kid. So out of Moto 13, Haley Ross, 11-year-old novice class. And the number 707, Zoe Buss, 14-year-old novice class. You both were winners in our Mystery Moto. Head over to the Red Roof Building. They got a t-shirt for you. Hey, see, I forgot today, but hopefully we salvaged it, right? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it down on the actual moto instead of a side sheet there. I'm going to write it on the actual moto from now on, and then I won't forget. Hey, don't forget about our t-shirt sales over there. If you soaked through one today, everybody's out there sweating. Maybe you want a nice dry t-shirt. Head on over to the Red Roof Building, support the track a little bit, and get yourself a clean, dry t-shirt. I'm sure you'll sweat through that one before the end of the day as well. How about our volunteers there in concession? Are you guys keeping cool? Is it nice and cool inside there? No, it's hot, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Everything's cooking. That's Mary Coleman giving me the little wave there. She says, no, it's still hot in there. Yeah, I don't see much weight over there at concession, so they've got plenty to keep you cool and hydrated. Hey, what's Kegel's Bike Shop team got going on over there? You guys doing a push-up contest? What is that? Yeah? Look, it's hot out. These guys are having a push-up contest. Nah, I'm kidding. They're just stretching. They're just stretching. Oh, man, if you guys need to sit inside with the air conditioning going, don't forget, tune your FM radio, 90.9. We will let you know when we're about to start. You can pick us up on the radio while you sit in the air. I'm sure on a day like today, that's got to help some. Hey, next weekend, actually, Brighton's got their double point state qualifier. So if you're in the hunt for one of those state plates, you might want to make sure you head on down to Brighton for their state qualifier on Saturday. I'm not sure what time the registrations are, but we've had to move our big race, our state qualifier, up to this weekend as well. Ours is Sunday. So Brighton, Saturday, state qualifier, double points. Sunday, here at Rockford, double point state qualifier. We don't know when they're going to shut us down or if they're going to shut us down, but nonetheless, we moved our date up for that race just in case. So if you're in the hunt, you might want to make sure you partake in both of those races, just in case they shut some things down in the state later on in the year. All right, looks like we're ready to go Main event time. Main events 1 through 10. Make your way to staging. Main events 1 through 10. Make your way to staging. It is main event time. Ready to get the show on the road.
I think that's Mark trying to do a cartwheel over there.
Mark Melton on the cartwheel thingy-ish. Cartwheel something. How about a backflip? Who can do a backflip? Who can do a backflip? Front and center. Oh, there you go. How about just a standing backflip? That's pretty impressive, but just a standing backflip. Who can do that? There we go. Ugh! There. How about you, Ron? Standing backflip? No? Yeah. Whoa, main event number 1, gates down, 17 to 20 women's cruiser. 3 riders making this main event. Caulfield, Blocker, and Ross in this one. Kaylee Blocker on the number 4 bike out of Davis, Illinois, doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop, sitting in that 1 spot. Got the 646. Aaliyah Ross sitting in the 2. In and out of turn number 2. Got the 6 bike. Caulfield sitting on the 3. These ladies all qualifying to make this main event. How they cross is how we score. In and out of turn 3. Blocker, Ross, Caulfield, 1, 2, 3 as they make their way down the final stretch. Kegel's Bike Shop colors on the 1 spot. Blocker for the win. Ross with the 2, Caulfield with the 3 in your 17 to 20 women's cruiser class. Locked and loaded in the gate, 21 to 30 women's cruiser. Whidbey, Goldsmith, and Melton in this one. Total points racing, gates down, here they come. Oh, Goldsmith with the pop, but these ladies are going to pump race. You know what's weird is I'm actually excited to watch this pump race. In and out of turn number 1. We got Gold. Let's see if they can make it down the final stretch. Ladies pump racing all the way around. Goldsmith going to take the overall win. The overall 2 is going to go to Melton on the 2 bike, and the 3 of Whidbey with the overall 3 for your 21 to 30 women's cruisers. Next up, 7, 8 open on the track. Zolke, Lakota, Thines, Takanaga, Futrell, Ross, and Larson in this one. In and out of turn number 3. Got Takanaga on point. That's the 10 bike, followed by the 58. Larson, Lakota, Larson running 1 and 2, in and out of turn number 3. Takanaga checking out early here. That's the 10 bike. Takanaga on point. Got a race going on for that 2 spot, but I think the 58's going to hold on to it. That's Larson, followed by the C bike of Lakota. That's your podium finish. And your 7 and 8 open. Next up, your 9-10 open on the track. Takanaga, Fink Boner, and Lakota in this one. Making their way in and out of turn number 3. Got the 4 bike on point. That's Lakota, followed by the 12 of Takanaga. But we got a race on our hands. Turning up the heat down the final straight. Here comes Takanaga. The 4 bike's going to hang on to it. Levi Lakota out of Freeport, Illinois, going to take the win. Takanaga with the 2, Fink Boner with the 3. Next up, 11-12 open on the track. Devori, Manahano, and Velez in this one. Railing around turn number 3. 3 riders in this one, all qualifying to make this main event. Got the Gold Cup number 1 out of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. That's Velez. Velez is going to bring it on in for the win. 868. Devori is going to take the 2. Manahano with the 3. Next up, main event number 6, your 15-16 open class. Klein, Knoll, and Carlon in this one. 3 riders all qualifying to make this main event. Bringing it down the final stretch. Got the 10 bike. That's Klein. Klein's going to take the win. The 101 of Knoll's going to get the 2 spot, and Carlin is going to take the 3. Main event number 7, locked and loaded in the gate. That's your 17 to 20-year-old cruisers, Learman, Trapp, and Ward. Trapp on point. Got Kegel's colors on both sides of them heading into turn number 1. Learman trying to push Ward around on the track. Little brotherly love out there. The Ghost Rider says he's not having it. Nope, I'm going to push you up. There you go. I'm keeping you fought off here. Trapp's bringing it down the final stretch. Here we go. Trapp for the win. The Ghost Rider with the 2. Learman with the 3. I think we all know what's going on there. Got some classy riders out there. All right, main event number 8, your 36 to 40-year-old cruisers. Height, Sellover, and Schumer in this one. In and out of the final turn. Looks like Freeport colors on the front side of this one. I believe that's the 2 bike of Heights. Heights going to get the overall win. The 2 spot's going to go to the 14 bike of Sellover. And the overall 3 is going to go to 22 of Schumer. Next up, 46 to 50-year-old cruisers, Kaisers, Trapp, and Melton in this one. Trapp sitting on point. Melton looking to get around turn number 3. Here they come with a little drag race going on down the final stretch. Melton going to take the overall win. The S787 of Trapp with the overall 2, and the 715 of Kaiser with the overall 3. Next up, your 5 and under novice class. Viola, Bauer, Reckamp, Blakely, and Holmgren in this one. Viola out of Loves Park, Illinois, sitting on point, followed by the 70. Reckamp sitting in the 2, 691. Blakely sitting on the 3. In and out of turn 3. Here they come. Jacoby Viola checking out. This guy hit the rocket booster. He's going to bring it on in, take the win for Kegel's Bike Shop. Got the 2 spot up for grabs as they make their way to the stripe. Got the 70 followed by the 691. Oh, it's a drag race. The 691 making the pass. Here comes the 509 and the 605. So the 691, Blakely getting the 2 spot, and the 70 of Reckamp with the 3. Next up, your 7-year-old novices are on the track, railing around turn number 3. Dunn, Sellover, Futrell, Lane, Keenan, and Parcell in this one. Your 7-year-old novices, 6 riders. Bringing it on in. Got the 86, the 182, the 76, the 130, and the 116. 86 bike. Carter Lane with the big win. The 182 Sellover with the 2 spot and the 76. Kiernan Dunn. And that's your podiums for your 7-year-old novice class. Main event number 12 on the track. 9-year-old novice. Ross, Milky, Freeman, Malik, Benefiel, Hubner, and Sala in this one. Oh, we got a race going on. Here they come. Turning and burning number 3. The final stretch. We got a heater going on for the first place. Here they come. Got the 110, the 127, the 17, the 104, the 7, and the 521. So Hubner with the win, the 127 of Milky with the 2. And the 17, Asala with the 3. That's your podiums in your 9-year-old novice class. Moving on, 11-year-old novices on the track. Mason Meekum, Polglaze, Callis, Audra Meekum, Malmgren, and Anderson. Oh, here they come, the Meekums. Got the 13, the 7, the 66, the 18, the 568. So Mason with the win. The 7 of Audra with the 2, and the 66 of Anderson with the 3. Twelve-year-old novices on the track. Miller, DeVore, and Brettel in this one. Got the 868 followed by the 115. So listen up for that total points.
1, 2, 3, right?
So since they won, right?
Pardon me? I had 868 as 1.
114. 114 of Hathaway going to take the win. The 95 of Colombi with the 2 and Adams with the 3 there in your 14-year-old novice main event.
Did you have their finishes as 2, 1, 3? In 14, 2, 1, 3. What'd you have as?
I had a 246.
246.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, in the last race, how did you have them come across?
7:12:25. So Carlin with the win. That's your 15-year-old novice main event. Carlin with the win. Ross with the 2. And Alex Ross with the 3. 17 to 20-year-old novices on the track. Combs, Caulfield, and Knoll. 3 riders all qualifying to make the main event. Looks like Knoll on the 101 bike. Going to bring it on in, take the win. The 2 spots going to go to the 6 bike of Caulfield. And Combs on the 710 with the 3. Next up, your 26 to 35-year-old novice main event. Patrick with 2, Jones with 4, Phoenix with 6. Yeah, I don't know what.
Okay, in 14, the main event, they got 2, 1, 3. And then
Yes.
it was 4, 5, and 9.
All right, the 188 of Patrick for the win. Jones with the 2, Phoenix with the 3. And your 26 to 35-year-old novice main event. 36 to 40-year-old novices on the track. Ross with 3, Reckamp with 3, Salon with 6. Bringing it to the stripe. Got the 213, Reckamp with the overall win. The 136 of Ross with the overall 2. And Salon on the 505 with the overall 3. Next up, your 46 to 50-year-old novice main event. Melton, Kaiser, and Pulaski. Melton with 4, Kaiser with 2, Pulaski with 6. Looks like Kaiser's on point in and out of turn number 3. Melton sitting on the 2 spot. Looks like Kaiser going to get the overall win. Melton with the overall 2. And Pulaski with the overall 3. 7-year-old intermediates on the track. York, Lakota, Thines, and Sala. Losing a rider there. Losing a rider. 7-year-old intermediate main event. York, Lakota, Thines, and Sala in and out of turn number 3. A 43 by Travis Thines out of Crystal Lake. Travis Stein's going to take the win. The 2 spot's going to go to the state number 1 of York. Oh, looks like our rider's back up. 62 Austin Sala with the 3. Nicholas Lakota looks like he's back up. There you go, yeah. Give him a hand. You know, when you meet the face of a roller like that, it kind of stuns you a little bit. I've been there myself. All right, here we go, racing again. 9-year-old intermediates on the track. Beard, Larson, Edwards, and Reckamp in this one. Got the 42, followed by the state number 6. Here comes the 58, looking for a way around. Reckamp on point. Ashton Beard sitting in that 2 spot. Beard looking for a way around turn number 3. Here they come, the final stretch. See if we got a little drag race action going on. The 42. Reckhamp's going to take the win. The state 6 of Beard with the 2 to 58. Larson with the 3. Edwards with the 4. Next up, 10-year-old intermediates on the track. McMillan, Finkboner, and Holloway. McMillan with 4, Finkboner with 2, Holloway with 6. Total points racing action coming to us here in our 10-year-old intermediate class. Finkboner's got his head on a swivel down there. I think he looks behind him more than he looks forward. Finkboner going to take the overall win, followed by the 23. McMillan with the overall 2. Holloway with the overall 3. Is that Mom out there somewhere? Oh. 11-year-old intermediates on the track. Alkin, Bivens, and Meekum in this one. Is it 4.35 for points? Or is that the one I...
Yeah, 4.35.
141. All right. Bivens with the overall win on the 20 bike. Alkin with the overall 2. Meekum with the overall 3. Did I get that right?
No.
No?
This is the last moto. They both had 7.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, so Meekum on the 4 bike gets the overall 2. Alkin with the overall 3. Next up, got the 6 bike. Elliott's going to take the overall win. The 95 of Trapp's going to get the overall 2. And the state number 3, Jaden Beard with the overall 3 for your 13-year-old intermediate main event. Main event 26, your 36 to 40-year-old intermediates, Trapp, Anderson, and Schultz. Total points, Trapp with 2, Anderson with 4, Schultz with 6. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. Got the 76 bike. Trapp's going to take the win. 62, Anderson with the 2, Schultz on the 145 with the 3. 46 to 50-year-old intermediates on the track. Callis, Meekum, Rundle, and Melton in this one. Melton sitting on point. Callis sitting in the 2. He's got a little company in his hip pocket coming out of turn number 3. Here they come down the final stretch. Melton's on point. Callis trying to hang on to the 2 spot. Callis is going to get the 2. The 34, Meekum with the 3. And the 45, Rundle with the 4. Next up, 12-year-old girl experts on the track. McMillan, Bivens, and Manahano. Manahano with 2. Bivens with 4. McMillan with 6. Here they come down the final stretch. Got the 3 bike of Bivens. Followed by the 16 of Manahano. So the overall win will still go to the 16 of Manahano. The overall 2 to Bivens on the 3 bike. And the overall 3 is going to go to McMillan on the 5. Next up, your 8-year-old experts on the track. In and out of turn 3. Cowell, Takanaga, and Viola in this one. Holy cow. Got the 10, the 6, and the Gold Cup 1. So that's going to be 6. The 6 bike is 2, 2, 4.
3, 2, 1. Is that what you got?
Yes. So the overall win is going to go to the 6 bike of Viola. The overall 2 will go to the 10 of Takanaga, and the overall 3 is going to go to Gold Cup 1 of Cowell. Bringing it into the stripe. Got the 4, the 1, the 103, and the 7. That's your 11-year-old expert main event. The 4 bike, Lakota taking the win. The 1, Velez with the 2. The 103, Balone with the 3. And the 7 of Malig with the 4. Next up, main event number 31, your 14-year-old experts, Kleiman, Benjamin, and Klein. Kleiman with 3, Klein with 3. These guys are both tied in this main event. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. 13, throwing a little style. That's Kleiman. Kleiman's going to get the overall win. Klein with the overall 2.
And the other one gets a DNR. Can race it all anymore.
Right. 16-year-old expert main event on the track. Elliott, Roach, and Pete in this one. All qualifying to make this main event. How they cross is how we score. In and out of the final turn. Oh, we got a race on our hands. Got the 159, the 24, and the 31. So Pete with the win, Roach with the 2, Elliott with the 3. 17 to 20-year-old experts. Lock and load in the gate. Gates down. Oh. Ward and Woolney side by side, making their way down the front straight. Here they go into turn number 1. Ward pulling out. Woolney sitting in the 2. Got the 11 sitting on the 3, trying to make a move in turn number 2. Oh, just about lost our third place rider there. That's Smith, Ward, Alsberg, Nelson, Bender, Woolney, and Jones in this one. Here they come, bringing it down the final stretch. Your 17 to 20 expert main event. Got the Ghost Rider, Ward for the win. Woolney on the 17 with the 2. Got the 11, the 971, the 37, the 35, and the 1. So the Ghost Rider won. Woolney with the 2. Bender with the 3 for your podiums in your 17 to 20-year-old expert main event. Moving on, main event number 34. That's your 26 to 35-year-old experts, Goff, Swain, and Wright. All qualifying to make the main event. Here they go into turn number 3. Swain trying to get around down there in the final turn. Got the 48 by Christopher Wright, on point out of DeKalb, Illinois. Wright's going to take the win, the 46. Swain with the 2. Goff with the 3. Next up, 36 to 40-year-old main event. Heights, Cowell, Ramatka, Bivens, and Schumer in this one. In and out of the final turn, the final main event for the day. 36 to 40-year-old experts. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. Got the 4 by the D. Oh, race for the 2 and the 3.
Thanks, you guys.
So the 4 bike, Bivens with the win. The D bike, Ramatka's getting that second place spot. The 2 bike, Schumer with the 3 for your podium finishes in your 36 to 40-year-old expert class. All right. Once again, thank all the volunteers and everybody for coming out today. Don't forget, next weekend, Saturday, double point state qualifier down in Brighton, Illinois. Sunday, double point state qualifier here at the Rock. See if you can't get those state qualifiers in before they shut them down. Teams, let's not forget to get your team sheets up to the tower. We'll announce those unofficial team sheet results as soon as we get all those team sheets in. Yeah. Yeah. All right, there's our final team sheet. What we got? 29. Okay. Fourth, third, second. All right, here we go. Those unofficial team sheet results are going to go down a little something like this. In fourth place with 26 points, Rockford Bicycle. Yeah, they're pretty far back there behind staging. Didn't really hear them. Fourth place, 26 points, Rockford Bicycle. There we go, there we go. Third place with 29 points, Midwest Militia. There we go. All right, we got a tie for second place. Both teams having 30 points. Fly Zone and Freeport BMX. That's tied for second place. All right. And in first place all by themselves this week with a perfect 32, Keggles Bike Shop. All right, nice job. Man, it's been a different year. Got a lot of different teams sitting in that top spot every week. A lot of ties. All right. Once again, want to thank everybody for coming out. If you guys could kindly look around, make sure you pick up your pit area. It's greatly appreciated. Once again, final thank you there to all the volunteers. Our track sponsor, Keggles Bike Shop as well. All righty.
Let me know if we must.
Yeah.